Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is David Hood with TigerNet.com. The big news on this Friday afternoon, Clemson lands another five-star commitment. This one coming from 2020 running back Demarkcus Bowman out of Lakeland, Florida. It's the third straight five-star commitment for the Tigers, who landed five-star cornerback Fred Davis, and then it was followed by defensive lineman Brian Brissy a couple of weeks ago. Today, it's Demarkcus Bowman. What does it mean for the Tigers, this third straight five-star in a row? Look, he is a 5'11", 185-pound package of dynamite. A lot of times you see these running backs come out of high school and they have two of the three things. There's speed, there's quickness, and then there's size. He's got all three. He's got the burst that he can break up through the middle. He can beat everybody from the line of scrimmage to the goal line. He's got quickness. He can make the cuts. But if you watch his film, he's also got that size, and he does not mind running over people. In fact, I would say that he's probably one of the more complete backs, if Clemson eventually signs him, he's committed now, that the Tigers have ever signed. He's just kind of that total package. I thought Travis Etienne, maybe the most physical guy that the Tigers have signed in recent years. This guy's going to join Travis, and he also has that speed and that agility, that quickness that you look for. Tony Elliott has to be foaming at the mouth to get this guy on campus. Etienne will probably leave after next year. You would think if he has another year, he'll be eligible for the NFL draft. Bowman will come on campus, and he will join Ches Malusi and Lynn J. Dixon as an incredible 1-2-3 punch. Now, let's take a look at this five-star. He comes out of the state of Florida. Clemson continues to grab players out of the Sunshine State. He's the second five-star to come out of Florida for Clemson in the last 3 weeks, joining Davis. He's the number 3 rated running back in the country, according to Rivals. He's the number 1 player in the state of Florida. Clemson went in and got him right out of Florida's backyard. In fact, a lot of people thought the Gators were the team that was going to grab him. He seemed to favor the Gators early on, but it was a visit to Clemson a little bit earlier this year that kind of changed the tide for him a little bit. He fell in love with Elliott. He fell in love with Clemson. He fell in love with everything that's going on here. I wrote this a little bit earlier this week. We saw Clemson win that national championship in 2016, and we wondered how it would affect recruiting. Now that Clemson has won 2 out of the last 3, it appears that that is really starting to pay dividends. Clemson moves up to number 2 in the Rivals rankings, right behind LSU as far as the team rankings for 2020, and they are shooting for number 1. Look, Dabo Swinney, he likes to tell recruits, we've won 2 out of the last 3 titles with not having number 1 recruiting class. That could change. Look, next up, five-star quarterback DJ, and listen to the way I pronounce it, Wui Anyalele. He is set to announce Sunday. We don't know what time. That's his mother's birthday. Look, I think all signs are pointing to Clemson for him. Defensive end Myles Murphy, another five-star out of the state of Georgia, out of Powder Springs. Look, he's going to commit May 17th. I think Clemson's in the lead for him. Clemson recruiting continues to roll. Welcome to the Tigers, Demarkcus Bowman.